about to go deep. It's the attacks, bro. It's the attacks. There's so many things that is blocking who you're really supposed to become. There's so many things stalling the process of who you're supposed to become and how fast you're going to get there. The attacks are relentless. But this is what it calls for. It's supposed to be this way. And you know why the attacks are so heavy? Do you know why it's one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other? Because that's how much of a threat you are. If you even had a little bit of help, if you even had an inch, an ounce, if you could even grab a little bit of that rope, where you could grab on and it's going to take you to the locations you're supposed to be. If you could even have a little bit of touch, a little bit of help, a little bit of support, the smallest things, and you're going all the way. You're going 100 miles. The saying, give me an inch and I'll take it a mile. Yeah. But it's the attacks. And the attacks are so heavy. And one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other is going to happen. You're going to have a storm of bad luck. And you're going to have some good moments too. Throughout life. But when it rains, it pours, bro. When it rains, it pours. I've experienced this 100 times over in my life. And I'm well equipped to it. It's a different animal. It's a different time. And you have to know how to deal with that kind of shit like a champ. Because that's how you become the champ. Like I've said, it's one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. The attacks that the devil has on you is very real. All of a sudden, all the people that was with you turn on you. All of a sudden, that girl you're talking to comes in your life and ruins it. All of a sudden, your friends backstab you. All of a sudden, you're broke. All of a sudden this, all of a sudden that. It's a barrage of things when these attacks become so heavy. It's wild. And these things happen to test you. These things have happened to me before because it tested me. What are you made of? No matter what happens, it's almost like when the bad things start to happen at first, it's not fun. But when you're kind of through it and it's still happening, you come out much better. Every single thing that happens to you is happening for you to advance you in life. That is why you have to take all these things, whatever attacks come your way, as they are. And you have to take massive action. Whatever can go wrong will. during those times. Your life's not going to be like that forever. But these things will happen forever. There's a difference. These times, these storms, whatever you may be going through in your own personal life, they don't stay forever. But it will happen forever. The storms will always come back. And it's supposed to. We're not designed to just be on highs 24/7. That's not how life works. It's never how it worked, and it's not ever how it's going to be. We all face certain things, certain problems, certain issues. Troubleshooting errors. Things happen, and when things happen, and when the attacks from the devil, which can be heavier at times, happen, it's up to us how we respond and keep pushing it forward. It's a very unusual thing, bro, what can happen and how things can happen. Just when you rid yourself of so many things, something else will come your way to really mess things up. It's like it's nonstop. Once you figure something else out, put a stop to certain things, something else is going to come. Something else, something else. It's like there's things always coming at you 24/7. That's just causing another problem that does something to you to bring you down. If that makes sense. These are when the attacks are heavy. Heavy, 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 heavy. I know how to deal with these things. There's something about it that is not fun at first. But I'll tell you what. When you get through those times, something amazing happens when you go through those times and come out on the other end on top. Something incredible. And that's all because you stayed resilient. You kept your focus. You got yourself and your energy as right as it possibly could have been. And you kept faith and you kept moving. You kept doing the right things. Even when you didn't feel like it, you did the right things. Because you had faith. You made the right decisions because you had faith. You did the hard things because you had faith. And that's what it comes down to, folks. It's those times when things seem so bad. It's when things will be so good right after those storms. Not immediately, but eventually. Maybe a half year after that, maybe a year after that. You could have a good couple of years and then have a bad year after that. And if you can get through that bad year and really dig down deep, get your energy right, do the things you're supposed to do, keep faith, you're looking for some more good years to come. And then another year might come. And it doesn't always have to be a year, but we'll just use this as an example. After you have a barrage of some good years, solid, you did good, you did good, you did good, you did good work. You might have another bad year. And then it's all about those defining moments and those defining times. It's about what you do. How tough are you? How are you going to react? How are you going to respond? Are you a fighter? Because the only choice you have to do well in life is to have that dog in you. Have that fight in you no matter what. Your mind is so certain on certain things, you're going to do what you're going to do, regardless. Regardless of what happens, you're going to do what you do. And you're going to do it good. And through all the tests, you're going to experience all of it and you're going to pass with flying colors. Not easy, but you're gonna. And the more you get accustomed to these highs and lows and understand that this is what it is, the more you're going to succeed and thrive and win in life. Life is not all about winning, guys. Everybody wants to win. But if you want to win, you have to lose. It goes hand in hand. Sure, you could be winning in life, but best believe there's going to be some unfortunate events that's going to happen to you. Still. Look at these pro fighters when they're on top of the world. Championship belts, millions of dollars and all this stuff, and they lose. They have their life right. They're set for life, right? When they take a loss, it does something to them, bro. It puts them in a dark place. It puts them in a place they don't necessarily want to be in. But it's about what you do in those defining times and defining moments is what's going to matter. How you bounce back is very important. You can't win all the way to the top. It does not work that way. You're going to hit the times where you're going to plateau. You're going to hit the times where nothing you're doing is working. You're going to hit the times where you just lose. It's just things aren't clicking the way you want it to. Things come down a little bit. And those are the defining moments where you build yourself up even more and even higher and skyrocket to much bigger and better times. Those are the moments. I've had a rough start to this year. The surgery, and it went well. I recovered very well. These nose splints in my nose right now, and this tape is coming off tomorrow morning, and I can't wait. I'm going to be able to breathe. I think I'm going to be able to breathe very, very well. But it was a character building moment for me. It was a defining time. The start of this year was not so hot. Through the shitty winter, through the cold weather, being indoors a lot, just terrible first couple months of the start of the year, to be honest. And just things wasn't good, like in any way. And I knew it was going to be like that. Even before, bro, I knew I predicted a shitty start of the year. I'm predicting a killer end of the year. Second half of the year. Things don't always go, it's going to be a bad year. I use that for an example. Sometimes it does too. I had a bad couple of years before in my life, bro. Straight. Not cool. But it's in those times, in the healing phases, in the times of recovery where you build yourself back up, you regroup. When fighters take losses, these pro athletes, they recuperate and they bounce back very, very hard. But it was all that recuperating they've done, all the downtime, all the rest, recovery, the healing phase, the game planning, the strategy, how to move forward, reigniting the flame. It's all those types of things that matter. And this video is going to resonate with everybody right now. Damn near everybody. Even if you're winning right now or losing right now, this video is going to resonate with just about everybody. Because everyone here probably has experienced tremendous loss. People at the top of the world has experienced tremendous loss. Everybody has. No, there's nobody in life is just like winning 24/7. I genuinely believe people who've never won like in life at all or that much, they believe that, bro. Like, it's not that way. You can be a winner. What defines you as a winner is how you deal with losses, bounce back, never lose faith, keep going, keep pushing, keep persevering. Keep that focus, keep that drive, and do the right things at the right times. Have your bounce backs, deal with your tough times the way you should. Stay on course. More losses are going to come, more wins are going to come. That's what winning and being a winner is. It doesn't mean you win 24/7. You're in this euphoria state of mind all the time. You're just winning, winning, winning. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. No. No. It's really not that way. You're going to take losses. And to know how to deal with losses properly is going to make your life 100 times better. Sometimes the best things that can happen for you is losing so hard. Like going through the worst losses, grieving, going through the worst of the worst of the worst. And I genuinely believe I have experienced the worst of the worst of the worst already in my life. That allows me to deal with losses so much better moving forward. That's what it allows me to do. I genuinely believe it would take something catastrophic to ever bring me back down as low as I was before in my life. It would take something catastrophic. That's why the rest of the tests that happened to me is not going to hit as hard. It's still going to be tests. It's still going to be not nice to deal with at the time. But you're going to bounce back well. You know how to deal with these things well. Etc., etc. So everybody's watching this video. Just understand that there's no such thing as winning 24/7. Expect to take losses. Expect for things to be a little bit crazy sometimes, a little bit hectic. Things ain't going the way you want to go right now. That's life. That's how it works. That's how it's going to be. But your time will come. Your time will come. You had your moments before in life, right? You've had moments, high moments. You've had big wins, right? And big losses. Guess what? More of both is going to happen. More of both is going to happen. Be prepared. Be ready for it. Stop telling yourself you're just going to win in life. You will win. But don't act like L's or unfortunate times are not going to come your way, because it's going to come your way. Embrace it. Embrace what life really is. That's how you stay sharp. That's how you stay ready. That's how you win even more, to be honest. You can even win during the harder times, because you can deal with it so well that you turn it into a win that much quicker. Because you know how to deal with it. You deal your way through things. Sometimes the universe has to take you down a little bit more, off your high horse, to take you down a little bit more, to build you back up even higher. Because that's what needed to happen. That's what will happen if you take the correct steps. And just know, guys, that sometimes whatever can go wrong will. The devil's going to send all sorts of things your way to test you. All sorts of things. You got rid of that toxic ex, guess what? Someone else toxic is going to come in pretty soon. You got rid of your ex years ago, guess what? Some other crazy female is going to come your way. You got rid of those toxic friends, guess what? Some other crazy MFer is going to come and stir shit up. Someone's going to say something crazy to you. You're going to meet a friend online and he's going to turn on you. Crazy things. Examples, examples, examples. Whatever can happen, whatever can go wrong, sometimes will. And you have to be prepared. Keep digging. Keep fighting. And you will do what you're supposed to do in this world, in this life. Become who you're supposed to be at the end of the day.